So I had some teachers ask me about using Flipgrid. Flipgrid is a video response platform. So this would be something you would use for students, an option for students who had access to technology. This isn't something that students could respond to if they did not. So I'm just going to show you how I would easily set it up for our NTI instruction and get started. So up here in the corner is an educator login. You can use your JCPS email and get it set up to where it will remember that, and then it will also then integrate if you're going to use Google Classroom. I'm not sure if that's going to be the platform that we use, but if you want to still use Flipgrid and have students go to that, you can be able to set them up in that. So right here where it says Google login, I highly recommend using that. So then you can, as you'll see, it already recognizes or remembers my JCPS email. It would ask you your credentials and then remember those for you. I played around with it this morning to see the easiest setup and created an NIT for myself. I'm going to show you how to do that. So yours would be blank and you'd set up your first new grid. A grid's just basically a place where you would enter in different assignments, different places for the students to record videos. So if you had something that they were going to respond to, this would be your grid. So if you had different classrooms, or if you had different science, social studies, math, then you could create different ones for that. But again, keeping things really super simple, just create one. And so like you saw earlier, I just called it NTI. Students may not even realize what that might even mean at this point. So if you just wanted to call it Mr. Petty's Flipgrid, if you wanted to call it Price, 5th grade, something like that, something simple that they could go and find Mr. Petty's 5th grade or whatever. It doesn't really make any difference about what the grid name is. It'll just be something they can easily recognize when they go in. So you can even just call it Price, Mr. Petty, and then they know they've gotten to the right place. So at this time, having students try to remember their email address, although some of them have it memorized, they may not remember their passwords. You'll be really surprised about even though how many times they've practiced it, they may still be at home and forget. I would suggest using this student ID. What we have to do to create it is going to be really easy. We're just going to put a generic name in and then a generic number, and then that will be what you give your students to use to log in, and very simple for them. Right here, I would also suggest changing this Flipgrid code because you're going to be giving this to them as well. So creating it something simple will be easier for them to find too. So let's see if we can just create, I'm going to do price slip. I did NTI earlier, so I'll just do NTI 1 there. Okay. Oh, and then student ID, and next. So what it wants me to do is create my first student. So I'm going to create a student. You could go through and spend time putting in all your students' names and then giving them all an ID, but let's keep it simple. Let's just call it Price. Let's just call it Owls, and then let's give them the 128. That is our student ID, or our school ID number, and that will be all they need to know to get in as their password. Because here's what's going to happen. When we give them that and they record a video, we're going to see their faces, we're going to hear their voices, we're going to know, you're going to know in your classroom who that is. So we don't need to have their names flash up. along with their faces, it's going to be easy to tell who it is. So we're going to launch that grid. It's ready to go. This is the code that gets them where they need to go, but you're going to be able to give them that link. That could be a copy and paste on a piece of paper. That could be integrated right into the Google Classroom. That could be set, if you see right here, into Remind. You could put that into a text message. Anything you need to do with that will be just fine. So now we can go to our grid. Here's our place that we can start our first assignment. So right here, right now, it just says hello to Flipgrid. So if you click on that, we can start editing it. And it gives them some generic basic directions on what to do. And that might be all you want them to do at this point. Over here, the pencil is where you make your personal changes. So you may want to put hello, say hello on Flipgrid. And then down here, you might want to say, welcome to Flipgrid. Tap the green plus button. This is the directions on how for them to do that. And I'll show you what it looks like on the student side in just a second. Record a short video and say hello. Share some fun facts about yourself. Well, okay, fun facts right now probably aren't what they need, but maybe you're going to put in share something you have been doing at home since we have been out of school. What do you miss about school? Okay, and whatever you want it to be, this is just where they can read. It also has on there a place where it will read this aloud. So I'll show you that in a minute on the student side. This focus, you can also be a place where you can record. Okay, so if we delete this, I don't want to do that. This is something that you can put in an optional video of yourself. Okay, here's where you can add attachments. So you can add a Google Doc. You can put a video from YouTube that you like. You're just adding those the URL links from here into there, and then what it might be. So anything that might help them with the assignment. So if it is a video on animals that you want them to give an answer about. So one of the things that Miss Miller showed was watch the book about the little ant, and the response might be, what is something that surprised you about this book? So that could be what they're responding to. Sorry about that. Video moderation is something that I would suggest you turn on. So videos won't be shown to students until you activate them. So if a student puts something on there that's inappropriate, the other kids can't see it until you've seen them. Student-to-student replies, you can decide when you're going to allow them to do that, because you don't know what they're going to say. So do you want them talking back and forth? Now, that's great conversation, right? So you may appear in your topic, if anybody can help each other with this math question, please do so. What are other ways we can solve this math problem? So, and please stay on topic or yours might be deleted. So that could be an option for you to have moderation off, right? Let them go ahead and post their videos as often as they want. And the student replies, go ahead. But make sure that in your notes up here that says, make sure your videos are on topic about the math. They love adding selfies. So they take a picture of themselves, and then they can add stickers, sticky notes to it. And it'll give you an option to do some basic feedback on what the students. So you update your topic when you've got it set up the way that you want. And now it's ready to share. If you see right here, that's where it will narrate all your directions. If we have a student who's a non-reader, it will read to them. Let's see what it says.
Welcome to Flipgrid. Tap the green plus below to open the Flipgrid camera.
All right, great. So now if we click this Flipgrid code, so this is what you would give the students. They can go on to join Flipgrid. You can do this share button where you give them that link. It will, I'll go ahead and copy it. And they put that up in their address box. This is what it looks like on the student side. And if you remember, you gave them 128 as their password. This is what it looks like from their point of view. There's that integrated read aloud. Of course, if you have a video that tells them exactly the same things to do, they'll watch that. They can pause and play and repeat over and over again. And then here's where they clicked and respond. I'm not going to click that because I have my hair up in dye and I don't want you to see what it looks like. But that's where they click to respond. And you can also have that in your directions again. Okay. And that's where they log out. So even though, if you notice here, it says Price Owls, and that's what I meant by usually when they log in by their email, it has their name on there. But again, keep it simple. You're going to see their faces, hopefully, or you're going to recognize their voices. You're going to see their videos. So you may even put in the directions, be sure to put your face in the camera. I need to be able to see your face. That's going to be a great way to keep it simple. So if there's a question that you have about how to use Flipgrid that I did not answer, I know I went kind of fast, but don't forget to pause and rewind and replay. I would love to help you with this. Again, this is for our more advanced kids. They do probably bored and want to figure things out. It's a way for them to talk to one another on a safe platform. It is for our kids with technology. So let me know if you need more help, and I'll be glad to help you. Thank you. Good luck, guys.